Hi friends, my name's Sophie and welcome to your practice. We're doing a 30-minute vinyasa power flow and it'll just be a good well-rounded practice, so not any particular focus or anything. But I do recommend having one block or something for stability that you can put your hand on when we do a certain balancing pose. And otherwise, you don't need anything except yourself and your mat, and we're gonna get started laying down on our backs. So come on down. You'll bring your feet wide and your knees together and rest your hands on your belly. You don't want to interlace your hands, you just want to have them directly, on top of each other. And together, let's take a deep breath in and a breath out all the way. Take a deep breath in through your nose, filling the lungs all the way. Exhale all the way out of the mouth. Again, in through the nose, last one. And breathe all the way out. Grounding yourself. Let's start to slide the feet to hip distance like you're setting up for bridge, but then grab onto the outer edge of your right foot for half happy baby. Keep your left hand on top of your left hip and keep your left knee bent, left foot instead of the left leg being straight. The right hip is nice and open, the front of the pelvis is open. And go ahead now and cross your right ankle over your left thigh for figure 4. And either grab the back of your left thigh or grab the front of the shin. And you might be fine here. If you feel like you want a little more of a stretch, you'll arch your low back a little bit. In other words, you'll tilt your pelvis forward and then soften your shoulders down. And since it's a quick practice, right away can you bring your awareness to your breath and just really drop in and get focused and present. Now set your left foot back down onto the ground, but stay in figure 4. Move your left foot to the left and let your knees fall to the right side. With your left hand, touch your left heel or grab your left heel and take your right arm overhead so your right back of your hand is resting on the ground behind you. And then take a side bend to the left. So you drop your left shoulder down a little bit and you curl your body to the left. Notice if the lumbar spine begins to arch a lot, draw your low ribs gently inwards so you have control of your pelvis, control of your lower back. We're going to unwind from our spider web pose. Bring your knees up back into figure 4. Bump your hips over to the right and let your knees fall over to the left side. So now we're going right into a supine twist, into twisted root. You can either look up or you can look to the right. Let's bring the knees back up to center. Figure 4. Uncross your legs. Bring your arms down by your sides and lift your hips up for bridge. Get the shoulder blades closer together under your back. Press down through your finger pads and your toe pads. For 3, 2, 1. Lower your hips down. Now we're going to grab onto the outer edge of the left foot for half happy baby on the left side. Right hand on top of right hip. And soften the muscles in the front of your neck. Then cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Grab the back of the thigh or grab onto the shin, whatever feels best for you. Flex your foot, your left foot. And try to push your left knee away from you. That's another way of tilting, saying tilt your pelvis forward, because it does the same thing. One more full breath in. And breath out. You'll release your foot down to the ground. Move your foot to the right. Let your knees fall to the left. Take your right fingertips, grab onto your right heel. Take your left arm overhead. And take a side bend to the right. If you get confused, just look at the screen, look at what I'm doing. I know this one can be a little confusing with the rights and lefts and bending and twisting. Again, protect your lower back from overly arching by just gently drawing the ribs in towards the spine. We're really getting deep into the spine at the start of this practice. Lots of side bending, lots of twisting. Let's gently bring everything back to center into figure 4. Bump your hips to the left and let the knees fall to the right. You'll take your left arm out and you can look up or you can look to the left. Try to get your left shoulder closer to the ground. Any gripping of the mind, let it go. Bring the knees back up to center. Uncross your legs. Again, bridge pose, palms down. Lift your hips. If you feel like interlacing your hands, you're more than welcome to. You press the pinkies into the ground. Or if it feels like too much at the start of this practice, just press the hands down, lift the hips. Make sure your chin is not crunched into your chest. A little space there for 3, 2, 1. Lower your hips down to the ground and release your arms. Press your low back into the ground and then release. Now bring your knees into your chest, but don't squeeze them in. Just gently bring them in and put your hands on top of your knees and just rock side to side. All right, find stillness and we're gonna make our way into tabletop. So rock your way up into table. Come onto your hands and knees. Palms flat on the ground. Take your right leg out to the right. Bottom of the foot presses down. And we'll take a couple rounds of cat-cows. Let's do 3 rounds. So inhale, arch. Exhale, round. 2 more like that. And come back into a neutral spine. Set your knee back down on the ground. Take your left leg out to the left. 3 rounds of cat-cows. Take your time with it. Feel into your body. Come back to neutral when you're done and bring your knees together, tabletop. Downward facing dog, so you lift your hips up and back. Take a moment to shake out your head or pedal out your heels. Lift the heels maybe and lower them. And then shift forward into plank. Hold your plank. Feel your strength. Now we're going to take 5 seconds to lower to the ground. So let's go for 5, 4, elbows in, 3, 2, 1. Untuck your toes. Lift up for cobra as high or low as you'd like. Inhale. And exhale, lower back down to the ground. Tuck your toes, lift your thighs, and press all the way up to plank. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in and breath out. Look forward and walk your feet up to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Arms down by your sides. Root down through your feet. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back to plank. Now let's lower down, take 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release to the ground. This time up dog, so slide your hands back and then lift your legs off the ground as well for your back bend, shoulders back and down. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Look forward, step or hop forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Arms down by your sides. We'll come to chair pose. Bend your knees, sweep your arms up. Lift your left heel. Lift the whole left foot. Balance on your right leg. Hold. Step back slowly into high lunge as slow as you can. And the arms go straight, stay straight up. Take your arms straight out in front of you and your right arm back behind you, twist. Bring your arms forward and up, inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Readjust your feet so you're aligned. And flip your right palm, reverse warrior. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down into low lunge. Straighten your right leg. Lengthen your spine, keep your back heel lifted. And crawl your fingertips forward. Press down into your right big toe. If that's too much, just try to stay upright here. Good. Bend your right knee, look forward and come into standing split. Lift your left leg high. And then lower down for Shiva squat. See if you can bring your hands to your heart and balance. Come back up with the legs. See if you can keep your hands at your heart. And then again, lower down, Shiva squat. If you can't keep the hands at the heart, bring them to the ground. And again, lift your leg and lower it down. Good. Now put your fingertips down, lift your leg again, standing split. And step back slowly into low lunge. Set your back knee down. Reach your arms up. Bring your hands to your heart. And twist to your right. Hook your elbow. Come back to center. Reach your arms up. Inhale. Exhale, hands down to the ground. Lift your back knee and step to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, stand, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Arms by your sides. Chair pose, bend your knees, sweep your arms up. Lift your right heel. Lift the whole right foot, balance. Step back into high lunge as slow as you can. Reach your arms forward and bring your left arm back. Bring both arms forward and up. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Land for a moment. Flip your left palm, reverse warrior. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down into low lunge. and straighten your left leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, walk the hands forward and fold. Look forward, come into standing split. Lift your right leg up. Bring your hands to your heart, Shiva squat. Bend both knees. And straighten the leg back out and up. And bend, Shiva squat. Standing split. Once more, bend. Standing split. Bring your fingertips down. Step back into low lunge. Set your back knee down and reach your arms up. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale. Exhale, twist to your left. Hook your elbow. All right, beautiful. Come back to center. Reach your arms up. Inhale. And exhale, bring your hands down to the ground. Lift your back knee and step to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Good. Half lift again. Inhale. And keep breathing. Exhale, bring your feet out to the sides a little wider than your hips. With your peace fingers, grab onto your big toes. That's your middle and your index fingers. And lengthen your spine. And then fold in half, elbows wide. You always want to have a micro bend in the knees, but if you need to bend your knees a lot here, that's cool too. Good. Bring your hands on the ground in front of your feet, and bring your feet back to hip distance. Crow pose or malasana. So you can plant your hands and bring your knees into your upper arms, or you can come into a squat, hands at your heart. If you're going into a squat, take your arms straight out in front of you and work that upper back and work those hips. If you're taking crow, bakasana, crow pose, then you can bring your feet up, toes together, try to straighten your arms more, try to lift higher. Try to lift your heels, and then option to hop back through chaturanga or just step back into down dog. Let's flow through. We make our way to down dog. Breath in and breath out. One more in and let it go. All right, we're starting to ignite the body. Let's look forward, step or hop forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Arms down by your sides. This is where the block might come in handy. You want to have it at the highest height at the front of your mat. If you don't have one, it's okay. But we're going to come into chair pose. Lift your left heel. Lift the whole left foot. Bring your hands to your heart. And go into warrior three. Hips are level. Put your right hand on your block. Start to open up to the side, to the left side for half moon. Right toes are still pointing forward. A lot of the times people's legs start to go behind them. Try to keep it straight back behind you and slightly forward. And now we're going to bring both hands down to the ground or to the block and come into warrior three legs. So we're making the hips neutral now. And then we're going to open to the right by taking the right arm up and taking revolved half moon. Keep rotating the chest to the right. Option to bend your back knee and grab onto your foot. Kick your foot into your hand. Look down for balance. One point. Doesn't have to be all the way down, but just focus on a point for balance. Your drishti. Then extend your legs straight back again if you have your foot. And then let's all bring our hands down to the ground or to the block for warrior three. So not standing split, but warrior three. And then bring your left foot over to the right side. And we're going to fold in this gazelle pose. That's what I've been calling it. Legs are crisscrossed. Take one more breath. Good, and then we're gonna bring the feet together at the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Arms down by your sides. Chair pose, sweep the arms up, sit low. Lift your right heel. Lift the whole right foot. Bring your hands to your heart and go into warrior three. Put your left hand on your block or on the ground. If your hand's on the ground, it's just your fingertips probably. Start to open to the right. Half moon. Your right hip turns to the right a little. Your toes turn to the right. Your chest opens to the right. We're balancing. If you fall, it's okay. This is not easy balancing. Then bring both hands back down to the block. Keep your right hand on the block. As your hips square off again, we'll take the left arm up. Rotating the chest up, option to bend the back knee and grab a hold of your foot. If you have the foot, you're kicking upwards. So the knee is lifting. Back into revolved half moon, if you're not there already. Both hands down onto the blocks. And then bring your right foot over to the left side. You can take your hands off the block and you can fold. So your right heel is lifted. Your foot is like off of the mat. Legs are crisscrossed. It's a big stretch for the outer left leg, which we've been doing a lot of today anyways. One more breath. Then bring your feet together at the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Last time for chair pose. Bend your knees, sweep your arms up. This time we're gonna come all the way to the ground into boat pose, Navasana. Lift your legs, shoulders back and down. Bring your right toes to the ground. Lift it back up. Left toes. Lift it up. Make sure you're not sinking. Bring your shoulders back. Right toes down. Left toes down. Keep going. Right, left, right, left. Okay, now low boat and high boat. Two more, you got it. Low boat, high boat. Once more, down and up, and cross your legs and sit tall like nothing happened. Let's twist to the right. Bring your right hand behind you. Left hand to right knee. Lengthen, twist. Sometimes the simplest of poses feel the best. Like this one. Simple twist. We'll switch sides. Left hand behind you, right hand to left knee. Lengthen and twist. Starting to feel the breath slow down. Heart is still beating. One more breath. And come back to center. And from here, we will lay down onto our backs and hug the knees into the chest. Rock side to side. Keep the right knee in your chest. Extend the leg straight up. Interlace your hands behind your right leg. Maybe you bring your hands higher up towards your ankle or calf. And bend your knee and bring it back into the chest. Take a twist, knee goes to the left, right arm out to the right. Just 2 breaths. We've done a lot of twisting today. And bring your knee back up to center. Switch, bring your left knee in, right leg long. And extend your left leg straight up. Maybe hands go higher. If you've lost control of your breath, bring it right back. Slow inhales, slow exhales. And bring your knee back into your chest. Let's take a twist. Hope you feel proud of yourself for sticking through the practice. That is truly such a big accomplishment when there's so much going on in our lives and we can make the effort to slow down, to tune into our bodies. It's just invaluable to our quality of life. Bring your knee back to center. Hug both knees into your chest. Let's take this last minute to do anything that you feel like you want to do right now. You can take your block, and if you have it, and you can lift your hips up for bridge and slide the block under your sacrum. That could feel really good. If you're ready for Shavasana, just go there. And the block should be like above the tailbone but below the lower back. Maybe the knees rock side to side if you're there. If you're doing something else, enjoy that. And then from wherever you are, we're going to slowly make our way into Shavasana. Your legs go long, arms rest down by your sides, eyes closed. Heels are heavy, palms are heavy. Eyelids soften. Skin around your eyes soften. Tongue relaxes. Whole body relaxes. And rest in open awareness. Let's begin to reawaken the body. Invite movement into the fingers and toes. Stretch your arms overhead and point your toes for a full body stretch. And roll over to One side, pausing for just a moment. Slowly rise up to a seat. Thank you so much for practicing. I hope you feel amazing, and let me know how you feel in the comments below. And if you're not subscribed to my channel already, then go ahead and subscribe so that you can see when there are new classes uploaded. Let's bring the palms together, and we'll bow together in gratitude to this practice. Thank you very much.